Hello everyone, Jai Hind. Welcome back in the Salesforce Administrator course. And in day 8, we are going to learn a new topic that is object. You may also, the study or, the here as object, Salesforce object. So if somebody says as object or Salesforce object or object, these are exactly the same thing. Okay. It's just like, the taking the, the different name of a same, the technology or term, but, it's the same thing. No difference at all. Here, the S represent the Salesforce and object. Okay. The plural form of the object is objects. Now, before, I directly jump into Salesforce and start teaching you about the, the object, I have I created this sheet for you to make you understand, and you can use this sheet in your interview as well. Okay. So the purpose is to give you the strong understanding in the easiest form, the format. You can see here that, this sheet I have saved with the name as sales. Okay. And here I have the tabs. Excuse me. I have the tabs. Now the first tab is with the name as leads. I'm sure the sales, leads, accounts, opportunities you have already heard about in day 7. Okay. But if you have by any chance you have missed that day 7 lecture, no worries. I'm going to explain you here as well. So, the leads, accounts, opportunities, we have the tab. Okay. So I have clicked here, on the leads, and you see that I have certain, the column. This is the column A, column B, column C, column D, E, F, G, right? And I have given, the name, of each column. So the first, the column A have, the heading, or you can say the name as name, then company, state, province, email, lead status, unread by the owner, and rating. I'm sure that you understand that what is the purpose of, the providing in the name of every column. Okay. Is basically, just to, the gather the data, right? So under, just for example, I create one more, the tab here, and I, the make it as student. So the first, the column name I am providing as enroll number, okay, name, class, right, age, gender, right? I mean, we can, the take the few more, the column name, but it's okay to understand. So now what will happen? I will start, the providing the enrollment number. So enrollment number 1 is Ram, class is 12th, age is 10, gender male, right? Enrollment number 2, the student name is, the Mega, class is 10, and age is 9, female, right? So what is actually happening here? I have I have created, this particular, the sheet where I am taking the student data, and to collect the data, I have created, I have given the each column as, the one heading, one name. So enrollment number, name, class, age, gender, and this is, the column A, column B, column C, column D, column E. That means that whoever so is going to use this sheet will be providing, the data in the same format. It will not be like this that somebody, they put the, the name here in the enrollment number, okay? And in the, under the name, will provide the age, okay? This will not happen, right? If somebody is doing like this, that means he or she do not have the understanding of working with the Excel sheet, right? So, we have, the columns, these are known as columns, and this is row. Now you see that each row have one record, okay? This record is of whom? Ram. The second record is of Mega, right? Now come here. In the leads, in the leads tab, okay? In the leads tab, you see here that we have the column as name, column as company, state, province, email, lead status, unread by the owner, and rating. And each, the row have a record. So this is for, the Betty. This is for John. This is for Ram. Okay. If I have to, add new record, I will continue adding this. So this in Salesforce also, if I go here, you see here in day 7 I explained you about, the day 6, and day 7 I explained you about the, all these UI. So you see here that this is sales. You see, we have the, the tab here that is, the leads, okay, and name. So name, company, company, state, province, email, email, lead status, unread by the owner, unread by the owner, and the rating, right? And you see, we have, the good number of records in the same format, right? You got my point? And you see here the accounts, opportunities, right? So I just they created this particular sheet as a sample to make you understand. So now you understand, what is the mean, what is this? If you have to explain someone, you can explain that, okay, what is the meaning of the object? So object means storing the data. Okay. Now, if I have to, technically give a definition, so I can say the Salesforce object is like a database table, okay, where each column, each column represent a field and each row represent a data or a record. Correct? Right? This is clear, right? Now, I mean, the next, the thing which I'm going to show you is quite advanced, but just to, give you the view, okay? I am, the showcasing you. You see here, the if I, make a change here, the name and then company, see here. Now, is there any difference? You see here the ID, name, okay, company, email, and in this sheet as well, you see here. Is there any difference? Other than, because I haven't mentioned the name of, the few of the columns, or of, you can say the field, column, equal field, okay. You are seeing only those fields which I have mentioned here. So this is, the SQL query, which, you will be, learning very soon. But I'm just trying to understand, I'm just trying to, make you understand that how the data actually looks like in the Salesforce. This is the UI, okay? This is the UI. But in the backend, the data is stored like this only. Not get confused. Okay? Please don't get confused. I just, want to make you, the view this so that you can have at least, the look for a time, for a one time. And, you should not be, continue with any sort of the confusion. Okay? So if somebody asks you the what is, the Salesforce object, you will simply, tell them that Salesforce object is a database table where you store records, okay? And each column, each column, each column, represents a field, and each row represents a record or a data. Okay? This is clear? This is clear? Okay. Now, the before I move to the classification, what is, the important thing which you need to understand is how you actually work with a, with the object. So from now onwards, whenever, you will be, the understanding any topic, you also have to do a practice parallelly. So when you will click on a new, okay, new means that you are going to create a new record of lead. Okay. Similarly, in opportunities, click new, and you are going to work, or I should say, no, you are going to create a new record in opportunity. Okay. For opportunity record. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to, the prepare, or, the create a new record for, every object which you see on your screen. Okay. So new, you will click, you will, these are the, the fields. Okay. Now I think, you should not have any confusion. These fields means, okay, these are the fields. Okay. So, you will select the value, and you will start, typing the, the value. So company name, you can, provide any title you can provide as, the CEO, facts. Okay. You have to remember one thing when you are working, when you're creating any record, if anywhere you see that, this is a red color asterisk, that means this is a required one. Okay. This is a validation. Okay. So, that means that you have to provide a value to this particular field. It is not possible, if you skip this, okay, and try to save, you see, review the following field. If I have to review, complete this field. Okay. So once, your record created, click detail, and you see the value which you have provided. Okay. Now, you have to, let's say you have to, the update. Okay. So you see here, there's a pencil sign. You can click here, and any value you want to update, you can simply do this. Okay. There is another option, which is edit. and click save. Okay. Let's, create, few more records. And this you all have to do a practice. Okay. So here the first name is not required, but the last name is. Okay. And salutation you have to provide. Company name, you can provide any. Okay. Lead status, is having a value here. So you can, select the any of the value. Now, why, these value you are getting already, this I will explain you. But let's, start working with the objects first. Facts. Okay. Now, last time I clicked on a save record. Now, what is a save and new? So save and new means, when you have to create multiple records, more than one record. So if you click save, then, that will be, the navigated to the newly created record. Okay. Newly created record. You click here, you can see the what all values you have provided, right? Saying Salesforce, right? Okay. But what if you want to create multiple records, more than one record, and you don't want to, once you, the save a record, for each record, you don't want to get navigated onto the detail of that particular record. So let's say, I am creating, this is the one record, or let me, the record one, just for, the easiness. Okay. Save and new. So this, as I will click on this, the again this page for create for the for creating a new record will get open. See, in the backend we have the record which we have in the back side. You can see here this one. We have that record available. So if we click cancel, then we will be accessing this record. Otherwise, what will happen? Record 2 created. Okay. Record 3. See, record is creating, but every time, once you are clicking on save and new, so record is creating, it is also getting displayed, in the, below this, the new record. Okay, right? But a new screen is also getting open for you. See, for every, object, for every object. This is the only, the purpose that when you, your record, you click on a save and new. So the record for which, you have provided data in each field, that will be saved, and a new, the record creation, for a new record creation, a screen will get open to collect your data. Okay. If you click cancel, then that means you're not interested to, or you are not willing to create a new record. Okay. Asterisk means required. Okay. All right. Now let's say, this is the record. The detail of, you have to, click on a detail. Okay. You have to click on a details to make any updation. Now you have, the two ways of, the updating the record. One is click edit or click pencil sign. Okay. Okay. Right. So what you have to do is you have to, the start creating, the records. Get yourself, handy with the, the creating record, updating the record, right? Let's say, you want to delete any record. So, you can select the record from the list view. You can delete. Okay. You can delete. Open that record, delete, delete. Once you will delete this record, it will ask for your confirmation. Record deleted. You have, the facility to undo. Okay. But, once deleted, it will be stored in a recycle bin. What is recycle bin? I will explain you. Don't get confused. But, that means that you have deleted the record. So one way, is you can, open the record, edit, delete. Okay. Right. If you have to, let's say, create, the similar record. Okay. That means that you have to clone it. Okay. So what you have to do is the clone. Now you see that when you clicked on a clone, the field values of that record which you have taken as a reference already populated. Okay. And if you, the click save, a new record will be created. Record 2, because you cloned. Okay. Let's say you clone again and you made a change. Record 4, right? You will not see this thing because, this is something which I have, they created to demonstrate in the LWC course. So you will not see this thing. See, the record 4 is here. Okay. If you are, the planning to, the to work as an admin or a developer or a tester or, as a BA, pre-sales, sales, the becoming, the familiar with the Salesforce is very important. Okay. So start, the working with all these objects. I'm not asking you to, the understand the technicality, why we require these objects. No, no, no. I'm not asking. I'm just saying, just create records. Okay. Just create record. This, you will not see. Okay. Create record. Just create record. Okay. Provide, the values to these fields. Okay. All right. So, the once you will complete this, we'll meet again in the next topic, in the next, the lecture. Till then, take care of your country, yourself, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll meet again in day 9, continuing with the object. Thank you.